Hey everybody, this is Dave coming to you from the Gaming Cave. Today we're going to continue our playthrough of Point Blank V is for Victory from Lock and Load Publishing. We're playing the scenario Teeth, excuse that, Teeth Meet Teeth. And this is starting turn 2. We have our turn marker here, turn 2. And I've done the major shuffle on my deck, but we'll give it a little shake through here. It's a big deck, but I have a card shuffler that I use, so it helps me mix these big decks up really well. Okay, and so we ended the turn. First thing I do is draw me a card to fill my hand back up. I got one. And the next thing is we go to our flow chart for our upkeep phase, and we resolve melee overruns. No. Resolve terrain placement. Okay, so that's where we're at. So right here we're doing they have a secondary move going on. They want to get off of this road. So we'll pull the secondary move marker off. It will become a fatigue there because it still counts. So they'll be fatigued. And they're trying to get off the road, so we draw them 2. Oh, see there, they got a woods road and a hill, but the woods road is the better terrain for them, so they'll replace that road with the woods road. Okay, so that gave them blocking terrain and good defense, so that's much better for those guys. Okay, we don't have anybody to, no leaders are spent. Nobody to unbutton, nobody to transfer. Okay. All right. So here we go. Let's find out what they're going to do. Take our die roll. Oh, first thing I'm going to do is discard 1 card from the deck. It's in case you're interested. There, that's the discard. Here we go. And they roll a 9, which is a 3-6. It's a rally. Okay, so we're going to find out what they're going to get here with the rally. Let me find my rally sheet. Yeah, I know it's on here somewhere. Ready, action. Rally. I'm looking for it. Shaken. All right. Okay, so for the rally, they only have 1 unit here that is shaken. That's this half squad over here. And their morale is a 4. So they make a 2d6 check. And they're going to subtract 2 because of the woods, blocking terrain. So they get a 2 and a 1, 3. They passed it. Okay, so they're no longer shaken. All right, so they're back in action now. Okay, shoot, I would have liked to got rid of them guys, but there they are. Okay, that's the end of theirs. The only unit spotted on the board right now is these guys. Of course, that's about to change because I'm going to open fire, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to use a unit action. I don't have anybody fatigued. Do I have just a unit action? Nope. Hate to use one of them, but we're going to do it anyway. We're going to play our unit action on this stack, which will mean that I am now spotted. And they firing at this Lieutenant Burner and his machine gun team. So that's going to put 1 fatigue on us, this stack right here. And so we have our BAR, which is 1. And this is a group fire, 1, 2, 3. So that makes that 3. Have it is 1.5. Round up makes it 2. So our firepower is 3. It comes off of there. Firepower is 3. We get our leader is +1, so that's 4. They're not adjacent to anybody, so we're going to add 4. Our D6 is a 6. Boom. Yeah, baby. 10. So that's a 10. Okay. Now they got to play defense. They get a 2 onto their die roll. Oh, 5, 7. So that means we're going to add 3 to their morale checks here. Okay. These guys are tough. We'll start with the leader. Add 3 to 5 is 8. He becomes shaken. Okay. So Lieutenant Werner is shaken. Now we're going to do the machine gun team. Oh, 5 and 3, the whole stack shaken there. Okay, so we shook them. All right, we laid some fire on them. That was worth everything. All right. Draw my card back up. Another unit action. Well, wait a minute. Before I do that, not done yet. Sergeant Miller can fire his machine gun, his M1919. He's going to use the unit action on that. So he has, this squad is firing it. So that one squad is going to get fatigued, level 1. He has a firepower of 2. He has 2. He can't use his leadership because he's played that card. So he gets 2 plus 6 is 8, okay? And their defense is 2. On 1 is 3, so that's plus 5. His morale is 4. Plus 5. 5 and 4 is 9. Okay, so that's a big hit on these guys because that is more than 2 times what he was. So he is a half squad. He was go, but his morale at greater than 2 times, he becomes shaken and reduced eliminates the half squad. So we eliminated them. All right. Okay. Whew. Paid the dividends on that one. Okay, now we draw our card. Ah, spotting card, finally. I want to get some terrain up here that I can maybe get up here and do some firepower on these guys while I'm pinning these guys down here. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, we do a discard for the Germans. He doesn't have any special weapons over there. Okay. So we have Lieutenant Werner. Let's see. Nobody spent. Transfer sport weapons, combine half squads. Don't have that, so we're going to go into their actions now. Okay. They're going to roll for a 8, which is a 2-6. And a 8-2-6 is a ready or unit action. Okay, I think they need that. We'll start with the ready. Any spent or fatigued AEO? Yes. Spent AEOs? No. Reduce fatigue of AEO with most fatigue closest to the player unit, or randomly determined. Well, they only have 1. He's going to remove his fatigue off of there. He's still shaken, but he's not fatigued. So he's going to be ready when it comes up. When I did fire these guys, so they were spotted. And I think I screwed up because I had not spotted them, but with the -2 modifier, I still would have hit them. Okay. All right, now what to do, right? First thing we do, he comes back around here, he's ready to go. I really want to get a shot at these guys while they're shaking, so we're going to do that. So we're going to play our unit action here. It's going to make these guys go to a fatigue 2, but he can fire again at this batch right here. So they're going to be, again, it was 1 for the BAR, 2 for the 3 squads, so that's +3, +1 with the leaders, +4. I'll set this card right here so I'll put it behind them so don't forget it. +4. 4 and 4 is 8. Their defense is 2 and 2 is 4. So that's +4. So we'll check out Lieutenant Werner. +4 on 4 is 8. And I believe that eliminates him. Unit half squad leader. He was shaken already. If they're already shaken, half squad leader, he becomes eliminated. So we killed Lieutenant Werner, is gone from the game. Woohoo! That's nice. And now the machine gun team, +4 on them, there are 6. Oh, 9. They're already shaken. So a unit that is shaken is reduced. So he becomes a reduced 7.92 millimeter squad. All right, I'm going to have to find that. Be right back. Okay, so they don't have half squads for these fire teams. We eliminated this 7.92 millimeter machine gun. Oh, turn 2 is turning out to be potent, and I get to play both actions. So I'm going to play that recover over here on this fire team, take that fatigue off of them. Okay, and we got to draw a card, and the card is that. And let's see, those 2 symbols mean this symbol is overrun and this symbol is melee. Okay. All right. Okay, hands full. The Germans took a beating. Now something new is going to have to happen with these guys. And this is a infantry squad down here. But they've lost 2 leaders in this battle already. So on their upkeep phase, we have to discard a card. We discard that. Okay. And we don't have any movements. We don't have any spent leaders. So here we go. They get 10. 5-5. All right. 5-5. Unit action and a ready. Okay. So they're going to do a unit action. Order referred from another flowchart? No. Select single AEO closest to player unit. Randomly determine if multiples. So he's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the closest unit, this infantry squad. Okay. Is he shaken? No. Have the assault icon? Yes. That's the little grenade. Yep. So they have an assault icon. Yes. Move towards player here and fire at the closest one with firepower before ordnance. Okay. So they're going to move. So they get a move on them. They're going to be spotted. once they move, and then they're going to fire. So of course they can't move, but they're moving, so they're going to fire. This is range 3, 1, 2, 3. He has his MG34, which is 2. Okay, so he's going to fire at the closest player unit with this ordnance. And I believe, I'm going to check, I believe I can play that cover. Played during enemy fire attack. So I can play this also right here to give me cover. So let's keep our head down, see if we can get through this. Okay, they're going to fire. Available to fire, yes. Multiple units, no. Have ordnance, yes. Fire ordnance before, so it's what fires first. So it's a 2, and half of the 1 rounds up to 1, so they got firepower of 3. All right. So they're going to have firepower of 3. They are, oh, they can't fire right there. It's blocking, so they cannot fire. Okay, so they don't fire. They're just going to move on the next turn. That spotted marker can come off. Okay, so they're going to move on this next turn. We can't see them. They can't see me. All the terrain stays because we're all adjacent to it. So this comes off. My cover stays there because they didn't fire at me. Okay, everything stays back. So they're just going to move. And then the other thing they had was a ready, but they don't have anybody with fatigue. They're going to pick up a fatigue when they move. Right here. But they haven't moved yet. Okay. Okay, here we go. My guys are going to play right here. They're going to do the recon action. And attempt to place spotted on enemy sector. No, they're going to use it to spot the terrain. So they get to draw 2 terrain cards, and they keep 1. They have a clear, oh, and a woods road. Well, they'll throw that away. We'll keep the woods road. We'll need that on the next turn. We keep that above and beyond my hand. And I draw my hand. And let's see, I can do a unit action or a rally, which doesn't help them. They don't need that. Okay. These guys have fire, smoke. So nothing that they're going to do. So they're just going to stay right there. All right. So he's not doing anything either. Okay. So I picked up this wooded road. Now I can use that here. I can use it over there. That's why I'm trying to decide what to do here. That's nice. Because I could get this stack up here and I'll be in range to start laying down some fire on these guys next. All right. Got to draw my hand back up. So I drew a rally. Okay. We discard for the Germans, and he moves up, and they have that wooded road there. So that's what they move into. They're now spotted. So they moved into that wooded road. Okay. Now we roll for their actions. That was their upkeep. And they get 8, 4, 4. Eight and 4, 4 is another ready and rally. Okay, so really the only guys they have here is these guys that have the fatigue. We'll check this ready. Make sure I don't miss something. Ready action. Any spent or fatigued? Yes. Spent? No. Reduce fatigue of AEO with most fatigue closest to PU or randomly determined. So they're going to reduce their fatigue. So we take the fatigue off of those guys. Okay. All right. So what do we got here? A couple cards. Out of range of them. He can fire that mortar. If I got him a little closer, would it do me any good? No. Except it just fire all them guys together. I can bring my BAR up, or I can do something with these guys. So, the bad thing is I really don't have a card that I like here unless I play a move card. I was thinking about moving that squad up over there. But I'd really like to reduce their fatigue over here. I don't have a card for that. Unless I just play one of these, like this one, which will make my leader, which makes my stack spent. Yeah, I think I'm going to hold off. I'm going to use the move card right here. I'm going to play that on this stack. And these guys are all going to move up on the next turn. So we'll show them with a move. And when I move, I'll be able to put that woods road on there. So come out of that brush into that woods. And they will be fatigued when they get there. Okay. Play my card. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay, we're going to discard for the Germans. And he doesn't have any spin actions, any upkeep to do. We're going to roll for his impulse. It is a 4, 2-2. Okay. 2-2. Recon and ready. Okay, they're going to do a recon action here. And I think for recon, the ready's not going to do anything for him. Here's the recon action. Available player unit to spot. He spotted right here. They have not been spotted yet. Okay, yes. Conduct a spot attempt of unspotted player unit within line of sight and closest to an AEO. That would be these guys. So he needs a die check and it has to be 3 or less. He has no leader there. 3, they spotted me. Okay, so they've seen us over here in the woods now. And he has nobody to ready. Everything else is done there. Okay, so we're back to these guys. We're going to do, going to play this card. Oh, before I do, I got to take care of mine. This unit is moving up, so they move up to here, and we're going to play our woods road right there. It flips that over to spotted. That one will come off of there. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to play this card, and we're going to play the move onto this squad here. So they're going to move, which will fatigue them. They'll move next turn. They can move up into the brush. And we're going to play our helmet right here, which reduces this by 1. And I can roll for one other unit on the board, which will be these guys. And I think it is odd number. Let me check real quick. Let's see, ready, card can be spent. Spent to ready. Ready action must be played to remove one from one unit. Yeah, we conduct a D6 check. If it's odd, we can reduce one other one. Okay, here we go. It is odd. Okay, we're going to take the fatigue off of this one. Okay, need to draw a card. This is a discard. That gives me an assault. Actually, again, before I do that, I could fire. I could have him be spent. No, he did his action to do that. Yep, so we're going to do this. Okay, assault. All right, Germans again. Don't have anybody to ready. His range here is still 3. So 1, 2, 3. Can't fire from these guys, so that sergeant's not getting anything done for them. Discard 1 card for the Germans. All right. So let's see what they're going to be up to this turn. 6, 4, 2. 2, 4. Assault. So we come here to the action, and well, I said that. Did I do that right? Let's see. On assault, looking back at my assault actions, see the move flow chart for the movement portion of the action and the fire flow chart. So we go to the move flow chart, which is this one. Move action, select AEO sector, least fatigue, closest sectors. That's these guys right here. That's squad. Okay, they want to assault. Are they shaken? No. Are they stacked or loaded? No. Empty transports? No. Control of victory objective? No. Adjacent to a player unit? No. In the same area? Yes. Move towards them. So they're going to move. So they're going to be moving right here, which is going to give them a fatigue. And now they're going to fire. Okay. So these are the guys that are going to fire. It's an assault. So we did this before. This time they're available to fire because of that. And because of that, we're going to play cover for these guys. We don't want them to get damaged here. Okay. Multiple AEOs? No. Do they have ordnance or radio? So they're going to fire that first. So again, it gives them a firepower of 3. Get my table over here. They have a firing through a degraded line of sight, -1. No leadership. None of that. And -2 because they're firing during assault fire. So it's -3. So they got a firepower of 3, -3. 6 makes that a 3. Okay. My defense is 1. +2 is 3. And my leader gives them is 3. Now, he doesn't do anything for the defense. So I get 3 on to 6 is 9. No effect. Okay. And I used up my cover. All right. Woohoo. And then they had, yeah, it was just an assault. Okay. All right. So I get to reload my hand. Have my 5 cards. Okay. So, my leader, he is going to, I don't have a card that I like, so he's going to be, the leader is going to be spent. Wait a minute, I got to check this one. Okay, I think I can do this. He's going to play a discard on the leader, which makes him spent. And they are going to fire. He's going to do a unit action. Right here. Unit action, which is a fire. This goes to the discard. And they're going to fire here, so he doesn't get to add his leadership. So their modifier is 1 and 1.5 for the group, so that makes that a 3. So he gets a +3 firing at that infantry squad. +3 on 4 is a 7. The fatigue is going to go to 2. That's a 7. Their defense is 2. +2 is 4. They actually, because they were moving, he gets +1, so that makes that, instead of 3, it makes that 8. He gets a 4, so that's +4 on his morale. His morale is a 5. A 1 + 4 is a 5. He passed the morale check, so I didn't get him. Okay, we tried. We didn't get him. All right, restock my hand. Let's see, wait a minute, before I do that. These guys are here now. 1, 2, 3, 4. That machine gun could fire at those guys. It'd be nice to knock them off. Oh, I didn't do my upkeep for these guys. They moved. And they're spotted there. Okay. So I could fire at them. Or I could take a chance. That's a big chance to move out in the clear. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I don't really like that. I think we'll fire that M1919, so we'll take one squad, put him off to the side here. He'll be spent. And so he's firing at the machine gun, so they're going to take a fatigue. His firepower is a 2. Oh, he can't. He can't see them because of the woods right there. So I take that back. He's not going to do anything this turn. Yeah, he's not going to do anything. Okay, we're going to leave it sit just like that. We got to fill our hand back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, a fire action. Excellent. Okay. Finally, I needed that. Because these guys are moving up here. Okay, they now move. They're spotted. They're going to draw a new terrain card because that marsh, they wouldn't move into the marsh. Oh, look at that. They drew the marsh again. So they did. There's a marsh there and they can't get out of it. Okay, how about that for luck? Okay, they're in the marsh. They moved up close to us. And they get a 4, a 1, 3. All right, 1, 3. Fire, recon, here we go. Expect these old boys are going to be firing at me now, and then they're going to recon after that. Fire. Select AEO. AEO available to fire. He's going to be the guy. Right? Yes. They're going to fire at me at point blank range. His firepower is 2 plus 1 for the squad. Group fire makes that 3. So he's got a firepower of 3. They are +1 because they are adjacent to us. So that makes it a 4. That's it. So they got a firepower of 4. Here they go, firing at us. Firepower of 4. 3 is 7. So he has 7. My defense is +1. Oh, 2. Oh man, that's +5. We'll start with my leader. 4 and 5 is 9. He's shaking. So here we go. We're in trouble probably. We got 3 squads right here. We got to go through these 3 squads. +5. They're all a 6. 5 on 6 is 11. It's not double. So he's shaking. Shaking. 2 and 5 is 7. They're all shaking. So the whole group is shaking now. Ah, that was brutal. Brutal. Okay, that's not cool. Everybody's shaking. Woo! They laid some fire on me. He fired. He goes to a fatigue level of 2. Okay. And they do a recon. Going to do a recon action. Everybody's spotted. So there's one unit that's not, but they can't see him because it's completely blocked there. Okay. So nothing to do there. All right. Oh man. Ho ho ho. That hurt. That hurt. Okay. I got to get some reinforcements moving. I think, yeah, which ones do I do? I could bring these guys up here. They'd be ready to move over. I think that's the best thing to do. Let's see, for upkeep, he's shaking, but he can not spent. Okay. So, you got to do a rally on this whole stack. So the first guy I got to do is my leader and see if he can rally. Then he can use his leadership. 2d6, 3, and 4 is a 7. He did not do it. Okay, I got 3 squads I got to do. They're all 6s, a 2 and a 2. One of them's out of there. So these guys are over. This squad, 2, 3, 5. Okay, I got 2 squads that are rallied. One more. A 1, it's looking good, and a 2 is a 3. So the 3 squads all rallied. So they're good. They're all at fatigue level 2, and Lieutenant Peterson is still shaking. Okay. Lieutenant Peterson is going to play and make himself spent, and he's going to try to rally himself again. I don't think I can do that because I played that card on him. He can't try to rally twice. So he's still shaking. Okay. Let's see. That's it. I've drawn my card. There we go. Rally and a recover. Okay. Discard for the Germans. And Nobody's spent, nobody's moving. Let's see what they're going to do here. It is 6, 3, 3. All right, 3, 3. Move, ready. Okay, somebody's going to be moving. And then we're going to get them guys ready, I'm pretty sure. Move. Select the AEO sector, least fatigue, closest to sector victory objective. Well, he's the closest one right here. Okay. Are they shaken? No. Are they in transport? No. Empty transports? No. Do they control it? No. Adjacent? No. Area in same area as the victory objective? No. Conduct a sideways move to the area. So they're going to move this direction. Give them a fatigue of 1. That's where they're going to move to. Okay, the other one was a ready action. Any spent or fatigued AEO, those guys are yes, spent, no, reduce their fatigue by 1. So they go down to a 1. Okay. All right. This is getting deadly up here, let me tell you. I could assault those guys, probably. I don't have good play in assault and assault them if I wanted to, or I could do a close combat melee overrun, something like that. But I don't think I want to do that. I could fire without my leader. That's probably the thing I should do. It'll spend all them guys. It'll make them spent. Man, I know. Well, man, they're in horrible terrain, so I get a good shot at them too, which offsets my firepower roll. Okay, I think that's what I have to do. I have to, these guys are going to fire. It's going to make them spent. They are firepower of 1, plus 2 is 3, minus 2 because of the fatigue, I'm pretty sure. When they're fatigued like that. Let's see. They're going to be firing at a range of 1, plus 1, that's 4. Not assault fire. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to check that fatigue. Okay, here's my fire action that we're taking. It's minus 1 when they're to their firepower. So they have 3, minus 1 is 2, plus 1 because they're adjacent. So they're back up to 3. No leadership there. So they're firing on their own. Plus 3 on 2 is a 5. Okay, his defense is minus 2. On 3 is a 1. So that's plus 4. His morale is a 5. On 6 is a 10. On 5 is not greater than 2 times. Too bad. So he is shaken. All right. So the boys did their job. All right. Whew. And our leader is going to play his action. He'll be spent also to see if he can get out of this shaken deal. So he has to do 2d6, 4, and a 4. Nope. So he's still shaken and he's spent over there. Okay. So I'm not getting anywhere with him yet. This fatigue comes off because they're spent. Okay. All right, I get a card back. Ah, spotting. Nice. If I can get If I can get something to happen over here. All right, here we go. Discard one for the Germans. We're going to do a move. These guys move, now they're spent. They're also spotted. When they're spent, their fatigue comes off. All right, so they're spent. You have 2 infantry squads in that woods. Okay. Now what are they going to do? Let's find out. 6, 1, 5. Move. Okay, so they're on the move now. Select AEO, sector, least fatigue, closest sector. So these guys have a fatigue. Well, they're spent. That's why they don't have fatigue, but they're spent. Okay, so they're not going to be able to do anything. So it's these 2 here. So we're going to roll 1 die. 1, 2, 3. It'll be this group right here. Nope, it's that infantry squad over here. Okay. So are they shaken? Nope. The whole transport thing? Nope. They don't control the victory objective. Are they adjacent? No. Are they in the same area? No. So they're going to move this direction. It's going to make them spent also. Move in this direction. They'll have a fatigue on them. And when they move, they'll be spotted. Okay. All right. Well, the Germans are starting to do what I knew they would do eventually, is they're starting to come up here and come towards my hill. All right, here we go. He doesn't have to stay spent, but he needs to get rid of that shaken deal. So we're going to play this rally card here to rally everybody. We're going to start with my leader. 2 cards. A 1, thank goodness, and a 5 is 6. He gets rid of his shaken. Okay. Now, he's going to try to get all these guys rallied here. So he gets a subtract 1 from this. They're all 6s. So, a 5 and a 1's a 6. Minus 1's a 5. So these guys are ready. The next one's a 3 and a 6 is a 9. They did not make it. And 1 more. A 5 and a 3 is an 8. That's a 7. So 2 of them did not get recovered. Okay. So these guys are still spent. He's got this guy up right there. Okay. We're ready there. And we can play recover. He's going to recover this squad over here. Take that fatigue off of him. All right. He's going to fire 1 squad. He's going to fire that machine gun at this guy. They're moving. No, he can't because he can't see him. Did that before. 1, 2, 3, 4. He could fire at these guys though, but the hill blocks him because it's a blocking terrain. Yep. He's just not in the right spot. He needs a unit action. So he could play a unit action and they could move. We're starting to get a bunch of guys up here. He's going to do that. They're going to play the unit action. They're going to move. I don't know what the terrain is that they're going to. I'm taking a big risk right here, but we're going to try it. They're going to move. And these guys are going to pick up a fatigue. Okay. Bring my hand back up. Dang it. Crappy cards. Not the cards I wanted. Okay, here we go. The Germans don't have anybody spent. Okay. This guy moves. He'll be spotted now. But he's spent, which means the fatigue's going to come off of him. They can't move now until they get something else happening. Oh, 12. Oh, crap. Reinforcements. Okay. They actually get reinforcements. Okay. All German reinforcements enter at A3, B3, and C3 on the German player side. We do a D6 check and it tells us what's going to come in. So here we go. Uh-oh, it's a 1. I was hoping for 4 to 6. 2 infantry enter at C3. If they can't enter at C3, they can enter at B3 or A3. I just got to check to see how that works out, if it goes in that order or not. But C3, I think one of them can enter, but then they hit their stacking limits. So they're going to get 2 infantry squads. So that's not good. We're going to have 2 infantry squads right here that are going to come on the board. All right, so I'm going to check the rule for that and see what it says. Okay, so it just says they enter where it says they enter, but because of the stacking limit, he's going to get 1 unit is going to enter here with these guys. So that gives him a full 3 units there. This squad's going to enter somewhere over here. We're going to roll, and we're going to say 1, 2, 3 is on A3, 4, 5, 6 is on B3. 4, 5, 6, B3. Okay, bad. He enters here next to this infantry squad that is over there. Okay. So, they got reinforcements. Boo. Yeah. Not what I wanted to see, that's for sure. Okay. All right. Well, here we go. He still didn't get anything accomplished over here. These guys are up. They might be able to lay some fire if I can get the right card. First thing we do is move. Okay, so we got to draw a terrain card for the upkeep phase. Oh, it's a road. So they're in the open. Okay, so they moved up there. They're spotted. That marker comes off. And he's no longer spent. So they moved up. So we're trying to get them up here where they can have some firepower maybe. Okay. Maybe I can find him some new terrain. Just in case things don't go well here. All right, I have my leader. These guys could fire. They have 1 squad. 1 and 1 is 2. Firepower is 2. I think we're going to do that. Let's see. I have to play an action card, which is going to... Man, oh man. He can do a unit action right here, which spins him, but then he can't add his firepower to it. That's what he's going to do. Man, if I could rally those other guys, though, it sets me up for a lot better. That's what I want to do. He is going to play his unit action here. He's going to try to rally those two guys there. So there are 6. They get a 1. Oh, I forgot. They get cover. That's a -1 also. And a 2. That's 3. So that squad's back up now. All right. This one, he gets a 3 and a 2's 5. Okay. He got them all back up. So these guys are back up. He's spent. Right there. And these guys are going to do an in-sector move right here. See if we can find some better terrain. So their fatigue level is going to go to 2. Okay. Draw me a new card. All right. That's good. Okay. Okay, here we go for the Germans. They do a discard. And they don't have any body to move. Well, let's see what they're going to do here. They get a 7, 1, 6. Fire. Uh-oh. Well, luckily, they're shaking. They're spent. Select your AEO. AEO available to fire. AEO mortar on battlefield. No. AEO unit with a radio. No. Unit spend or discard. If multiple exist in range, determine which AEO is. This is the only AEO that could fire. No, he can't fire because he's blocked. They can't fire because they're shaken. He can't fire because he's spent. He can't fire because they're out of range. 2, 3. So they don't have anybody to fire. So we go to unit spend or discard. Okay. Unit spend or discard. Oops. Let me get the right one. Here we go. Referred from the other flowchart. Yes. Spend. Selected AEO from previous chart. That was that guy. Is he shaken? No. Is he having an assault icon? Yes. Move towards the player unit. 1, 2, 3. He can fire. So he's going to move. It's going to give him a fatigue level of 1. He can fire. 1, 2, 3. He's got a firepower of 1. No leader. And he's -2 for the assault. Oh, he can't fire. He can only move. Okay. So that's it. So he's going to move. Okay. That's it for the Germans. All right. Now, what to do here? Let's see. Move actions. He's not going to be spent anymore. So now we're back up. Now we're going to have in sector move. Get to draw 2 train cards, a road, and clear. Well, we'll stay in this silly road. We couldn't find anything better. That's some bad terrain over there. Okay. Man. He's going to play over there and reduce this to 1. We get rid of that. He's going to play his unit action, which is a fire action. Okay, he's going to do a leader action with this group right here, and they're going to fire the BAR right there. It's going to give them a fatigue of 1. And their firepower is 1, and 1 makes 2. So he's got a firepower of 2, plus 1 is 3. He doesn't get to add his leadership. So plus 3 on 2 is 5. Their defense is minus 2, which is 2. 5, 2, plus 3. They do their morale check. 3 plus 3 is 6. They're already shaken. So now they become a half squad. So they're going to become a half squad, of which I need to find my half squad, infantry half squad. There it is. All right. So they're now a half squad. Okay. Whew. Refill my hand. Aha, a fire and a spotting. That's even better. Maybe I can get out of this goofy road over here. Move up here where I can fire on these guys. Help put some fire on that marsh. That's what I'd like to do anyway. Okay. Germans have to do their sector move. So we'll push these two guys here. They're going to move up to here. They're already spotted. They're here. That's the reinforcements moving up. That's why I want to get rid of these guys before they get up there. Okay. Now let's see what the Germans are going to do. 4, 1, 3. Fire, recon. So they're going to fire. That's these guys. So they're going to fire at me this time. Yep. No doubt about it this time. Range is 2. Because they are the closest unit to fire at me. So fire action. Available to fire, yes. Multiple units. Well, no, not that's available. Can't fire. Have ordnance? No. Conduct firepower against the closest infantry. Okay, so they're going to fire. They have a firepower of 1. And that's all they have. Their modifiers. They're firing through a degraded line of sight. So that's -1. That's it. So they're going to fire at me with a 1, -1, so there's no modifier. They get, a 6. Man, I got a defensive 1 for the hill. Okay. And a 4 is 5. Okay, so they're going to add 1. I start with my leader. 5 and 1 is 6. He passed. This squad that he's already over. 3 and 1, 4, they passed. Now we got 2 squads here. A 5 and 1, 6, they passed. And a 1, woohoo, they all passed. No effect. Ooh, that was close. Put a lot of fire on us. Okay. And then they were going to do a recon. So they're spotted. Everybody's spotted. So available PU to spot, no. Draw terrain card and select terrain with highest dice roll modifier. Drawing a terrain card will put AEO over 3. End impulse. So, recon action, available player unit to spot, no. Draw a terrain card and select terrain with highest dice roll modifier. 2 and a 0. Of course, they're going to take the 2. Drawing a terrain card will put AEO over 3. No, this is their first terrain card. So we put that there. And that ends their impulse. So if they move to another train, they can use this card. Or if they get an in thing train, they can use that card. Okay. My leader's not spent now. He's back up. I have a fire action and a recon. We're going to play the fire action here. It's going to make him go to 2 and make these two guys go to 1. 2 and a 1. And they can put all their firepower here and the leader. So that's going to give them the BAR is 1, and then the 3 squads together adds 2, so that's a roll of 3. He gets 1 for the leader, he's +4, and he gets 1 for being next to him, that's +5. So he gets a 5, on 1 is a 6. All right, their defense is -2, on 3 is a 1, so that's +5. Onto his morale is a 6, that's an 11. I'm more than 2 on a half squad, he's eliminated. All right, so we took that half squad out of there. So they're down. We got rid of them, finally. It's the infantry half squad. Okay, wow. And he's going to do his leader action over here and remove this fatigue. Okay. Draw my hand back up. Oh, I got a cover. I like that. All right. Get all these cards. Oh, I still have a recon. Wait a minute. That would not have been pulled yet. I still have a recon. I haven't spotted these guys, and I can see them. So I could try to spot them. Or I can draw for terrain. I think I'm going to spot for terrain. That'd be a marsh and a clear. Crap. Well, I don't want the marsh. We'll keep the clear just in case I draw a marsh sometime. All right, now I replenish my hand, which is the cover. Okay. Back to the Germans for their upkeep. Nobody's moving. All right, so let's see what they're going to do this time around. 7, 2, 5. Melee or overrun? All right. Melee or overrun. A, units adjacent to a player unit? No. Unit spend or discard. So now we go to unit spend or discard. Order referred from other flowchart? Yes. Spend selected AEO from previous chart. So these were the closest guys. Are they shaken? No. They have the assault icon? They do. Yes, move towards the player unit, and then they're going to fire at him. Okay, so they're going to assault again. Their fatigue's going to go to 2. And they're going to fire. They have a 1. They're firing through the bars, so that's -1. And they're assaulting -3. They get a 3, so that's a 0 modifier. My defense is 1 and 5 is 6, so no effect on their assault. Okay. All right. Here we are. He comes back up. Spot terrain. Hey, I could put a clear on somebody if I needed to. I don't want to there. If these guys ever move, I could put one there. Okay. We're going to do a, my leader's going to do a unit action. These guys are going to be spent, which means their fatigue comes off. Theirs goes to 2. Oh, he can only do it with one guy. Let's wait a minute. He was a 2, he's a 1. I can fire those 2 guys. That's worth 2. That's the same as him. He'll do a spent unit action, make him a 2. So they're all going to be 2 again, so I can stack them all back up, clean up my board. But only 2 of them are firing. That's firepower of 2. Firing through the marsh, so -1. At the moving unit, which is +1. So I'm back to, so I had 2 -1 makes it 1 +1. So I'm back to +2 on my shot here. +2, 3, that's a 5. Their defense is 2, 4, 6, so no effect. Okay, well, we tried it. 2, 3, 4, 5. And this leader over here, I can play a I'm going to play this, and they're going to do a move, and they'll be spent right there. Okay. Oh, well, they're going to move. I'm going to angle him so I don't forget. But he'll be spent when he gets up there. Okay. Restock my hand. Ah, good, a unit action. And discard for the Germans. Oh, there was a fire action. He has to move. So they move to here. They're spotted there. Back off. They're there. Okay. All right. Let's see what they're going to do. 4, 2, 2. Recon and ready. So recon. Available player unit to spot. Nope. Draw terrain cards. So draw 2 terrain cards. 1 stream and a clear. They'll keep the clear. Get rid of the stream. Okay. And the other one was a ready action. Any spent or fatigued AEOs? Yes, we have both. Spent AEOs? Yes. Ready, a spent AEO closest to the player unit or randomly determined. So they get to ready one of them. So this squad here is now ready. All right, they're getting active. All right, here we go. That guy's okay. He comes out of the phase. This one moves. He's now spent. He's spotted. And this stone wall comes off the board because we're more than 1 hex away. Okay. All right. We are going to do a unit action. They're going to fire everything here. They have to. We got to do that to get rid of these guys. We got to put some pressure on them. Okay, so they're firing everything here. So the whole group, they're going to be spent. He won't. But they will be. So they have a firepower of 3. To add 1 for him is 4. And add 1 for close to him is 5. So plus 5. Oh, on 6, that's an 11. His defense is -2. 6 is 4. That's a gain of 7. Checking his morale on 2. That's 9. So he's shaken. All right. All right. We stopped them in their tracks anyway. These guys are spent, so the fatigue comes off of them. And he's not going to do anything over there. They draw a card. It's another spotting. Okay. Here we go. They don't have anybody spent. They don't have anybody moving. So we're going to check, see what they're going to be doing. 6. Which is a 2-4. Uh-oh. Assault. So, let me find assault. Not sure they can do an assault because they don't have anybody. Yeah, they do a move and then they fire. Yeah. Okay. I'm slowly remembering again. My fire card, here it is. Okay. Move action. Select AEO sector, least fatigue, closest sector. That's this guy. Okay. Is he shaken? Any AEO shaken? No. Well, these guys would be, if we said yes, shaken AEO, oh, select AEO sector, least fatigue. Well, he's the least fatigue. Okay, no. No, 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 all that stuff. Control it, no. Adjacent to him, no. In the same area, yes. Move towards. Okay, so they're going to move. So here they come. They're going to get a fatigue. And they're going to fire at us. So now we go to the fire card. Okay, it's one guy. His firepower is a 1. Firepower is a 1. He's firing through degraded. That's -1. He's assaulting. That's -2. So he's -3. He hits a 6, so that's a 3. My defense is 1, and 6 is 7. No effect. Oh, man, look at that. Both of those were reinforcement cards. Oh, I could add reinforcements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay. Whew. Okay, well, I survived that. But he is going to move. So here they come. Oh, I have a defense. I have that card too that I can play. I don't have a rally action there. He's got 1. These guys could take 1. They could take 1 and fire the mortars. They're not spotted. So I could try to spot. That's what we're going to do. This card, they're going to try to spot this guy. 2, 3, 4, 5. I need a 3 or less. 4. Did not spot him. Okay. That's their action. And he's going to do a rally of 1 squad here. That's a 5. They rallied. So I got 1 squad up. He's spent with them. I got one squad ready to go. Okay. Draw a card. Move card. I'll take that. Move and a flank. Hey. Could try to flank these guys. Give me a bonus. All right. They're in sector move, so he moves. Take that off of there. He'll be up here with these guys. They're shaking. He's not. His fatigue level is 1. There's his 2. All right. You know what? I keep forgetting, and I should have been doing this. He should have been playing that. So last turn, he would have played that and dropped him to a 1. Okay. Keep forgetting that. That leader can do that. No, he can only do the ones he's in the stack with. I take that back. Okay, so they're not fatigued. Okay, here we go. Overthinking it, Dave. 3. 1, 2. 3. Move, recon, acquire a cover. Okay, so they're going to get a cover. Somebody's going to try to move. Select AEO sector, least fatigue, closest sector to the VO. Well, the least fatigue, this guy, he's shaking, no. I'm just following this. No. Least fatigue, but they're spent. So that would be fatigue if they're spent. Okay. This would be this guy right here. All right. So what are they going to do? They're going to... Are they shaken? No. They transport? No, no. They don't control it. Is he adjacent? No. In the same area? No. He conducts a sideways move. They're going to move this direction. They're going to get over there with these guys. And they can, 3 of them, 2 of them can go over there. One guy's going to get left behind. So 1, 2 are going to move. The second line squad is getting left behind. They'll be at a fatigue of 1. Okay. And then recon and acquire cover. So we're going to draw a terrain card. Draw terrain cards. He gets a brush and a wire. The brush is his highest one, that's 3. And they go pick up, they have a cover. But go with these guys. So he's got a cover that he can use. All right, here we go. He's not spent. He's not spent anymore. Nobody's moved. All right. So he can try to rally one of these guys. Or he can have him do a unit action. Don't have a fire card. Okay. So we're going to do a I'm going to play spot for terrain and draw 2 cards. Clear. Crap. Oh, stone wall. Thank you. Get rid of the clear. I got me a stone wall. All right. He's going to play a unit action. They're going to fire onto these guys. Okay, So they get a firepower of 2. Firepower of 2. They get +1, so that's 3. So you get +3 on 4, that's 7. His defense is -2. 6, that's 4, so that's +3. So we'll start with the shaken unit. +3 and 4 is 7. So he becomes a half squad now. That's an infantry squad that becomes a half squad. And this guy is -2. So he becomes shaken. He is a 4. Wait a minute. No. Seven -4 is 3. Yeah. +4 is 7. That's right. He's shaken. Wow. Lost track. My mind just lost track. And that's the end of the turn. Woohoo! We made it. So we're going to do our end of turn phase. Okay, remove all spotted markers. This comes off. These come off. These come off. This guy's in the process of moving, so he won't get his off of there. We'll leave him. He has a move marker on him. So all the spotted markers are off. Okay. Any units that are spent are now readied. He's ready. He's ready. He's ready. Okay. These guys are ready. He's ready. All units played may reduce fatigue by 1. So he can take that off of there. And now they're healthy. His goes down to 1. His comes off. His fatigue's going to come off. Okay. That's it. No blaze markers. No smoke markers. Update my turn marker. So I go to turn number 3. So we put turn number 3 on there. And that, my friends, is the end of turn 2. Wow. We had a lot of action going on. We have 1 turn left. So the next time we get together, we'll be playing for 1 turn. I know this was a long video, but I wanted to get the whole turn done in 1 shot. I didn't want to split it up. I just wanted to get it done. I know you guys you'll watch part of it or you'll watch all of it, however you do it. But I hope you're enjoying it. It does take a little while. I think it flowed pretty good though. We got a lot happening right here. This one leader and his squads are holding this hill still, and I got some guys. Maybe I can get over here and do a move and a flank or something. See if we can't. I got a stone wall now, so I got a way to get in there and have me some firepower there. So this is pretty awesome. And if I can get some flanking on these guys in that marsh, I might be able to keep them down. So we'll see what happens. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I appreciate you. And we'll see you guys for the next playthrough. All right, have a good one.